Good day, everyone. This is Mr. Jerome H. Dones, and I will be presenting our system. Before I start, I would like to introduce you my co-researchers, which is Mr. Daroga Jesus, Mr. Depaudhon Maj, Mr. Dones Jerome, and Mr. Estebal Dare. Our title is i-lert, Web and Mobile Application Attendance Monitoring System with Facial Recognition and SMS Notifier. And for the background of the study, this study should give students and employees an accessible way to monitor their attendance. This aims to analyze the effectiveness of a system that provides a means of students to keep track of their attendance by using this study. Absenteeism has a big impact on the students' productivity. With each absence, they may miss out on the knowledge and activities that their professor provided that day. This instance leads the students not just making their lives more difficult, but also leads them into failure. This would also mean that there would be a lesser and disconnected concepts of learning. Objectives of the study. For the general objectives, the program is able to monitor students' attendance online using the system's feature. One is facial recognition and then SMS notifier to be sent to the students. For the specific objectives, we have the Android application should be able to scan and recognize the user's facial structure, which will serve as their method of logging into the system held within current school subject. The system is able to send notifications through SMS that can be accessed by the users. And lastly, the system can be accessed by a website or in a mobile platform. And the next is significance of the study. This study is made with the aim of providing a system that helps the member of the school community regarding their school attendance status that are needed for the expected importance to the individuals as follows. For students, in this study, the students will able to track their attendance. This will help students produce better learning and discipline to improve their schoolwork routine. And next is for the teachers. The teachers can also gain significance in this study as they can manage and monitor their class easily. Through this research, they may discover how classroom management affects the learning of the students. For the department head can also gain significance in this study as they have given the maximum authentication for teachers and students. And lastly, for future researchers, this will give a significance for them as the study can help to guide the researchers for gathering information and knowledge that may help to improve their studies. For the scope and delimitation, the created system, we aim to have this system at this university, which is Rizal Technological University. And the system features are as follows: using face recognition, SMS notifier that will be sent to the users, and the mobile application and web that can be used by the users to track their attendance. And this is our theoretical or conceptual framework. First, the user will point into the camera and their face will be detected, and this will fall into face recognition and detection mode, and it will be checked in or invalidate, and then you will have the result. You can either have face image and individual ID, or it will serve as your attendance, and it can also be the attendance entry or registration, and it will be sent to the teacher, then next to the department head, and it will serve as your logs or your logging. For the data flow diagram, first the student will take a snapshot, and then their image will go to the face detection. The clear image will go to face segmentation, and then go to the face recognition, and there, after it is verified or recognized by the system, it will be used as your record attendance. And next, it will be sent to the student's attendance, or this is now your attendance information, and it will generate a report to our registration system and will notify the user, which is the student, regarding their student attendance report. For the system described in this paper aims to deviate from such traditional system and introduce a new approach to identify a student using a face recognition system. Example given the generation of a 3D facial model. This paper describes a working of the face recognition system that will be deployed as an automated attendance system in classroom environment. The AMS will be used to record each student's attendance as well as to provide weekly and monthly attendance reports, allowing teachers to keep track of each student's records. Additionally, teachers are equipped to produce reports and share information about student attendance. This article discusses how the face recognition system function and how it will be used in a classroom setting as an automated attendance monitoring system. And lastly, the system or the prototype, it will be presented and explained and demonstrated by my other co-researcher, which is Mr. Laroga.
So hi, now we're going to talk about the prototype and wireframe of our system. So before we talk about our prototype, I want you to know our wireframe, since this serves as our backbone for our system and our prototype. So this wireframe serves as our procedure on what we should see and what we will see by the user. So let's proceed to prototype. So here is the prototype for web. So as we had mentioned in our chapter 1 to 3, there is a separate entity for student, department head, and professor account. So much for that. We also have prototype for Android and for web, since we separate these things so that the user experience will not be confused, or the administrator of this account will not be confused. So prototype for Android serves as our facial recognition. This is where our AI comes in, whereas in web page, this is where our records and teachers' records and department head records are collected and informed. So let's go to this tool. So this is the index for our website. So let's play it up. There's actually two login options. It's either to scroll down and bump into these three buttons. So much for that. Let's try to click login. So yeah, there's student account. So this serves as our drop down button. So for example, let's first tackle the student account. So the student accounts, this will be the UI. So there will be a registration button. There's some student number or the username, password, first name and last name, contact name and personal address, email address. Then his or her picture in this section. Let's add some web here to get back. Then yeah. So when you cancel it, there's a login page. Then when you type in the username and password, then you click login. It should prompt. The home page will serve as our summary of attendance. That's the total attendance you did for the total semester per day, the day that you are present and there's a class in your course schedule. So record of attendance. So there's also an SMS notifier in order for the student to have an evidence, fraud-like issues that he might encounter. Let me just clear this out, then update. So yeah. There's also an update profile. So as you can see, this is grayed out, indicating that you can change this field out yet. In order for this field to editable, you might contact the department head or the administrator of this system. The only thing that you can edit out is the contact number, personal email address, and address. Change password. So the student can also change password. So let's talk about for the professor account. So this is the home page. This is the student list. All the student list for his subject course. He also have the move student for the class code, add student to the class code, add subject, and remove subject. Let's move on to our department head login page. This is the department head, so there's also teacher list, student list wherein he or she can remove, update, or view their account. The department head have 100% authorization all over this. The professor had 50% authorization, while the student have only 25% or to his or her account only. He can also update student and also teacher, and he can also update as well student. For our Android, it is identical to the web page. So if there is a known or the AI can recognize the person in the camera, it will prompt unknown. But when the AI recognize its user and compare it to the database, it will prompt also, please check your attendance in our website. So yeah, that's our prototype, and that's how our system will ought to work. Thank you, and we are expecting your feedback in order for us to improve this system and prototype. Thank you.